Hello, and welcome to Yellowbelly Presents with me, Joe Law. Today we're joined by the brilliant Shona McGarty. Best known to millions as Whitney Dean in EastEnders, she's been a fixture on our screens for more than a decade, bringing depth and heart to one of British television's most iconic families.
Barbara told me off so badly. It kind of gave me a wake-up call, and I was like, oh, actually, I do want this job. And I had to remember that this is what I dreamt about for such a long time. This is an amazing opportunity, and I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Yeah. She's also proved her talent on stage, stepping into West End theatre roles, and has shown audiences that she's just as powerful a singer as she is an actor.
I'm scared all the time.
Yeah.
I'm either in the wrong industry and can't hack it,
Yeah.
because that's what I thought, or something's going on, and they said that's anxiety.
Yeah. Shona is a performer in every single sense of the word, and we can't wait to dive into her journey today. Thanks so much for joining us. Shona, I was thinking that out of all the mediums an actor could potentially perform in, whether that's a film, a role on stage, or a part in a TV series that might end after a few seasons, there's nothing quite like appearing as a regular in a soap opera that provides the most impact and meaning in an audience's life. They get to know your character and inevitably the bit of yourself that you put into your character for 5 nights a week over the course of many, many years. What was that experience like for you? Did it feel like more of a privilege or a responsibility? What was that like?
I would say it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
And I started in EastEnders at the age of 16. So I was in there for 16 years. And it's being in a soap, it's a machine.
Yeah.
It's literally storyline after storyline, scene after scene. You don't stop. And that sounds like it's hard work, and it can be.
Yeah.
But it's also really fun. And it kind of feels like home eventually.
Yeah.
But I think it is important to, have soaps, things like soaps, give people relatable things, to watch at home. And also, like, there were storylines that were really controversial. One of the first storylines I had was about child abuse. And my character, Whitney, was being abused by her stepdad, Tony. And that storyline went out, and I remember my mum was driving me to work one day, and I was all over LBC.
Whoa.
People complaining, saying it's pre-watershed, they can't show this kind of thing. But people did get help.
Yeah.
People it was happening to at home were getting help. So I felt really honoured to be given and trusted that storyline,
I think that's why soaps are so powerful.
Yeah.
Is that they're really accessible to people. They're full of characters that we've all got in our lives. And we might not relate to every single subject that comes up in them.
Yeah.
But when something that has touched our lives that perhaps we struggle to talk about or like can't articulate, and you see someone else discussing it and going through that, it's often much more powerful than another medium that perhaps might have a bit more prestige or something like that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like pure impact on people's lives, I don't think there's anything to match the power of a soap really a lot of the time.
No, and it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some people say, oh, EastEnders is so depressing, and sometimes, I do think it should be sponsored by Kleenex or something, because everyone's, oh, God. But there are some really funny moments, and there's some really funny, lighthearted, relatable storylines and characters. It's based on real life.
Yeah.
With a little bit of drama.
Bit of drama?
Yeah, a bit of drama. And nobody has a washing machine, which is a bit weird in EastEnders.
Do they not?
Just a laundrette.
A laundrette?
Yeah. And Dot. Oh.
Good old Dot.
Yeah.
What was growing up on a set like? That's not an experience a lot of people have, really, having to navigate being a professional performer and also a girl navigating being a woman at the same time and being in the public eye. How was that to navigate at the same time?
It was a very confusing time.
I bet it was. It's hard enough anyway, without millions of people looking at me.
Honestly, I mean, the hoops were there. The hoop earrings were there right from the beginning.
Love a hoop.
Yeah. But growing up in Borehamwood, where it's filmed, I mean, that was my stomping ground.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit like Whitney in terms of the fashion sense.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew what to wear to the audition.
Yeah.
And they liked it. And the rest is history. But growing up on set was really, really strange because it was my very first job. I was a massive fan of EastEnders and still am.
Yeah.
I grew up watching people like Stacey Slater. You know, Lacey is amazing.
Yeah.
And I said to my mum, I'd love to be in something like that. And she said, oh, well, maybe one day you will. And I'll do my shopping in Tesco's and you'll be in the studio. And then it happened and we both shit ourselves. We didn't know what to do. And to be honest, I didn't think I'd be there very long. And 16 years later, I was still there. It's crazy. I still can't believe that that's my life.
So you had that dream as a little girl of maybe one day being on EastEnders.
Yeah.
And then one day your dream meets reality.
Yeah.
What was that like, your first day stepping into... Because that's not an experience a lot of us get. A lot of us have a dream that maybe gets curtailed throughout life, or we kind of forget about it. But you had a dream and you walked right into it. Even
from like primary school, I still hate maths.
Yeah.
And there was a maths thing we were doing, and I said, I don't do maths. And I didn't mean it in an arrogant way.
Yeah.
I was only about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And I just said, I want to be an actress. I don't want to do maths, you know. Like, it's not for me. They said, well, you have to do maths. I said, but I can't. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So right from an early age, I knew what I wanted to do. I just liked doing impersonations or pretending to be other people and, you know, making my grandparents laugh and things like that, singing songs with my sister. And yeah, when the EastEnders dream came true, I think it was like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can explain it. But what annoys me now as an adult is the no fear you have as a child. Like, I didn't, like, now, if I walked into a new job now, like even today coming here, I was like, oh, you know, that anxious energy, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I never had that when I walked into EastEnders. It was strange. I just felt like so excited.
Yeah.
It kind of moved through the nerves, but it was happy nerves. I hate that disappears. No fear as a child. But yeah, I was met with Adam Woodyatt, who played Ian.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's Ian. And Barbara Windsor, who asked me, she said, are your tits real?
Did she?
And I went, yeah. She went, and your teeth? I went, yeah. She went, good for you, darling. And I was like, oh my God. It was amazing.
I'd be telling that fucking story every single day for the rest of my life.
And I do. I told my mum straight away. My mum went, oh my God, that's amazing. I said, I know. She was like, well, you can thank me for that. Yeah, she's very proud.
What was it like learning your trade from some of the absolute legends in our industry? People like Barbara Windsor, Pam St Clements, June Brown.
Barbara taught me not to be late, which I have spoken about before.
It's a tough one to learn, though. I was a shocker at that, and it's hard.
See, the thing is, you wouldn't mind, but I literally lived across the road. So there was no excuse, you know? I think I was, like you said earlier, it's just like growing up, trying to find who you are, you know, and being 16 at such a young age.
Yeah.
You think you're like all that, but actually you haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
I still haven't got a clue, to be honest. I'm 33. But I think the being late thing, Barbara told me off so badly. It kind of gave me a wake-up call, and I was like, oh, actually, I do want this job. And I had to remember that this is what I dreamt about for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is an amazing opportunity, and I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Yeah.
So I did get up to that alarm, and I did stay in the show. Yes. Thank you, Barbara. I learnt so much. I mean, there's so many lines you have to learn.
Yeah.
But you kind of learn it on the job.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's brain training.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of, my dad wouldn't agree, but it's kind of like being a bricklayer.
Yeah.
Like you build a wall, your first one's probably
Bit rubbish. Yeah.
you tried. And then you learn skills as you go and the walls get better.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how, that's a really weird analogy, but.
I think it's a good one.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Got your back, mate. Don't worry.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's kind of how it was. I just learned on the job and the brain training for the scripts got easier.
Mm-hmm.
I learned not to shout too much because I had a habit of like, oi, just screaming the whole time. That's how I was in my audition.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Pam St. Clement, who played Pat Butcher, I met her when I was really little in the local Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I did. And my mum said, oh, go and ask her for an autograph. I said, no, I don't. I'm too shy. She's like, just do it. You'll regret it. 'Cause I was a massive fan. Went up to her and she said, no. I was like, okay, that's fine. I said to my mum, she doesn't want me to do it. She's like, what do you mean? She said no. She said no. And I told her that that was the experience that I had with you. And she said, oh, I'm really sorry. I must have been having a really bad day.
Yeah.
And I said, well, isn't it funny now you're playing my nan?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So we laughed about it, but
Yeah.
I just found it really strange how the universe does that kind of thing. I don't know. Do you believe in that?
Yeah,
Like
I think I
the
do,
universe does things.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, manifesting.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
It kind of
Good.
touches back a little bit on what we talked about first, which is how much these characters mean to the audience, more so than, however brilliant these pieces might be, more so than characters in a film or characters in a play, which you'll absolutely love when you're seeing it, and it might stay with you for a couple of weeks, but then it filters away.
Mm-hmm.
But these characters mean so much to people and people's lives. And so when you meet that in the real life you or the real life Pam St. Clements might be having a bad day, but people don't necessarily think that when they're like plucking up the courage to maybe go and say hello to Whitney Dean rather than Shona. Do you know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah. I know, we are all human. That's what.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of have to remember, I guess.
I once saw the Chuckle Brothers in Morrison's in Rotherham.
Brilliant.
And me Nanan said, I went, oh, bloody hell, Nanan, it's the Chuckle Brothers. She went, go on, say hello to them. I went, no, I'm not going to do it. And she forced me to, and I was so nervous, I just walked up to the Chuckle Brothers, cried and ran off.
Oh.
So, yeah. But no universe moment for me. I've not met any of the Chuckle Brothers since, so... Fuck you, universe. Not done anything
I'd
for me.
freak out if I saw the Chuckle Brothers. I used to love them.
I used to love them.
To me, to you. Oh, it's great. They were brilliant.
You had quite a lot of really important but traumatic storylines. Was that a difficult thing to continually have to deal with when you went to work, when you went on set? Would some of those traumatic storylines come home with you, or did you manage to cut that off when you got walked off set? How did that?
Yeah, I had this rule for myself that I would leave Whitney at the gate.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop you from being absolutely drained.
Yeah.
From crying, because sometimes, like, you obviously want to look after yourself and your well-being is really important. But sometimes you just want that good take.
Yeah.
And you think, do you know what? I'm just going to really go for it, even if it means if you do a stunt or.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there was, I don't know if I should say it or not. I don't know. Oh, well.
We'll cut it out.
There's a stunt, right, where Whitney was in prison.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to punch the cell door. Now, I'd done a little bit of boxing back in the day. Nothing like professional. But they wanted me to punch this crash mat, and it just didn't feel... the crash mat was huge and really thick, and it was just from the back. It just looked like I was just having a dance. So I was like, "Oh, do you think we could just do one take without it?" And they were like, "Oh well, no, because you're gonna hurt yourself."
Yeah.
I was like, just do it. Just do one. And the stunt guy was like, "All right, just one." And I went for it. And they used that take.
Yeah.
I did hurt myself.
Yeah.
I did have cut knuckles and things, but I just went for it. I mean, I'm not advising that anybody should do that. But for me, I just feel like I like to feel the real. That sounds really wanky.
No, I don't think
But
so.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And things like crying. Tear stick's great. I call it the acting stick.
I've never used. Is that like Vicks
I've got some in
Vapor
my
Rub?
bag, actually, I think, if you want to have a go.
Shall we have a little cry?
Do you want to have a cry?
Go on, let's have a cry. Come on.
All right, come on.
Get the old tear stick out.
So if I'm doing like a monologue,
Yeah.
or if I'm like, "I can't believe you've done this to me," and it goes from anger to like, "Oh, you bastard," or what? Not that way, but you know what I mean. Then I'll have it sneaky on the back of my hand.
Wow.
And then if like say, "Oh, there's a technical," or "Oh, hold for that sound," I'm like,
bang, bang, bang.
Do you want to try?
Am I going to proper go for it here? Oh, come on.
It doesn't hurt or anything. I promise.
Yeah, come on.
I wouldn't give you anything unsafe.
So just like a bit on my finger.
I wouldn't.
Bit on the back of my hand, look.
Yeah, and then a little dab like that.
Little thing, and then under the
just
eyes.
Under the eyes.
It's a bit like Vicks Vapor Rub, is it?
It is, yeah. See, because you're brand new to this.
Yeah.
So that will work. For me, I just have to stick it in my eyes.
Oh, you're proper like immune to it.
Yeah, you do get immune to it.
Yeah.
I'm an addict.
Oh, fuck. It's gay. You're not my mother.
Yes, I am. Can you feel it working?
I can feel it working.
Look.
I'm going.
Can you see that?
I'm proper welling up. I want to use a bit more, but I also don't want to be in bitch for the rest of the podcast. That's brilliant.
Isn't it
Can
good
I ask,
stuff?
why have you got tear stick in your handbag at all times?
Self-tapes.
Self-tapes.
Yeah. Smart. I know, right? Vicks Vapor Rub does work the same, but I don't recommend it.
It looks a lot just like a normal lippy. Have you ever just put it on your lips?
All the time. Yeah, not that one, don't worry. It's very clean.
Mate, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So
It's
you're
nice
getting...
to have a cry, isn't it?
I love a cry. I didn't need this. I could have just cried.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a weeper.
That was great. There you go.
There'll be loads of actors that, like, just like you, their dream is to one day be in a soap, either as a regular character or as like a day player. I'm still crying. I knew this would happen. Is there something that a bit of good information that you could pass on to people who might one day get the opportunity to perform in a soap that you might not necessarily get taught in your acting classes or your drama schools? Or
I mean, I don't know if you get taught this in drama school. I hope so. But just be kind.
Yeah.
Be nice to everyone. Don't be an arsehole.
Yeah.
No matter how long you've been somewhere, or how, big your part is, or how much smoke is blown up your ass. Oh, that was brilliant. That was fabulous. Yeah. That's great. Just stay grounded, stay humble, and don't ever forget where you come from.
Yeah.
It's so important. And don't forget about people, like your friends and that. I don't know. Work hard.
Yeah.
But don't, excuse my language, shit on people to get there.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think the most important lessons about acting or performing are the ones that have got nothing to do with it. It's just about being a good person. Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
Turn up on time when you know. But you were young, but
we're there now.
We're there now. Be nice to people.
Yeah.
Because like any job, you want to work with someone that you get on with and is like cool to work with, and you want to see on set the next day and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
That's a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it's important to make those relationships when you're working with people. You're lovely.
Cheers, mate.
On
screen.
Nice.
I'm an absolute tyrant off of it.
He hit me off screen.
I've been elbow. Taste it, I know. How dare you, Shona? I'm a nightmare off screen. I've been elbow deep in sashimi and green M&Ms all
I've
morning.
heard.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Those boys behind the camera hate me.
Yeah.
You can't blame them. So when you decided that creatively you'd like to start doing other stuff, which wasn't that long ago, it was like a year and a bit ago.
Yeah, last year, April.
Yeah. How difficult was that decision to come to? Is it something you've been thinking about a while, or was it just like no, like more of an immediate thing?
I'd been thinking about it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Toying with it, and every year my mum said, "What do you think about this year? What do you think?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. No, because there's this storyline coming up. And I want to do this." And, you know, I always found an excuse to stay because it is financially secure.
Yeah.
It feels safe. It's regular money, regular job. You know, you're on screen the whole time. It is lovely.
Yeah.
It's great to be in a job that long. But creatively, I wasn't being fulfilled in the end because my character had been through so much.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like she needed a break.
Yeah.
So I said to my agent, I think it's time.
Yeah.
He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." And that was it. And they didn't want me to go, which was nice to hear.
That's nice.
So I left on a bus and not under it.
Yeah.
You know? Woohoo! Yeah. But I left with a bang. I had a fight.
Come on.
Which was fun, with the lovely Jacqueline Josso, who plays Lauren, who's back in it now. And I'm gutted because she was coming back in when I left. And it was like, oh, because we were really good friends from when we were 16.
Yeah.
In the show anyway, it was always Lauren and Whitney. But Lauren cheated with Whitney's partner. So on the wedding day, it all kicked off. Got the bouquet. Bosh. Straight around the shops.
No crash mats there.
No.
Real thing.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bosh. Yeah, and we were pulling hair, and it was great. It was very iconic, very EastEnders. And then got on the bus with Brittany, who plays my Whitney's youngest adopted daughter, and actually got her to wear the hat that I came in originally.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. I found it in my dressing room, and I said to the costume, "What do you think about this, the idea?" You know, so it worked.
Yeah.
And a little baby and the theme tune. It was very sad.
How much influence did you have over your storylines, over your character, over where you saw your character going? Was it entirely you had to do what was written for you, or did your opinions count for a lot?
It's a bit of both, really. I think the good thing about EastEnders or being in a soap was that you do build a relationship over time. And I think 16 years is a long time of getting to know a character. But then sometimes a writer would come in and completely change your character, and you'd think, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Because there's no, I mean, why is she, you know, a bitch all of a sudden?
Yeah.
With no reason for it. But that's the writer's, I don't know, idea or a new narrative for the character. But sometimes you'd question it and you'd say, look, I just feel, I just don't understand. Is there a reason for this? Da-da-da. And they'd always be very helpful and say, absolutely, it doesn't work. So let's find a happy medium, you know. But it doesn't happen all the time because EastEnders, to be honest, the writing's always been very good.
Yeah.
There's just little things. But yeah, you can have an input, absolutely. Because you've kind of earned that time, I guess, and that, you know.
As opposed to a film set, a rehearsal room for a play, a TV show that's only going to last a few seasons or so.
Yeah.
It's a bit more clear. It's the director, writer, and the actors, and you do that 3-hour film or play or a few seasons of a show, and you know exactly what you're doing. But you are the only constant in a soap, you know your character better than the writers ever will, because you'll have multiple directors, multiple writers over the course of lots of years. So it must be the only set that's like that in a way, where you know your character often way better than the writers ever could, just, because they're not going to be able to go through 16 years worth of episodes probably to write the next narrative.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, they were really good at letting you be creative.
That's cool.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
But in other jobs, like, it is so like, this is it.
Yeah.
And maybe you might feel a little bit afraid to question anything. There's like that.
Scary in it sometimes.
Yeah. And it's also like, well, that's their baby.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be like, I don't think that I should say this. Like, never be like that. That is not good.
If you were going to do it, you'd have to do it in that voice. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think this is right. She definitely wouldn't wear that.
No.
No.
Oh God, who wrote this? A child.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it was you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, horrible. Don't ever be like that. I'll just do what I'm told.
Yeah.
On other jobs.
It's
to be
easy,
honest.
innit?
Just do what you're told.
Tell me what to do.
Do what you're told.
So day one, post EastEnders.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to like doing new creative opportunities.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Did you plan what you want to do next in your head? Were you like, okay, I want to do films, or I want to do theatre now, or I want to embrace music now? Or were you just a bit more flexible and like whatever opportunity comes its way?
Yeah, I think I really, really wanted to do anything and everything.
Yeah.
Because I'd never been out in the big wide world.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
And I just want to go out and explore.
Yeah.
And I am. And it's been fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was scary.
Yeah.
I was sitting at home thinking, oh, I hope the phone rings. That kind of thing. That kind of thing. You're like, oh, yeah, I was my sister. Oh, hi, yeah, how are you? Yeah, fine. What are you up to today? Nothing. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, you do get that fear.
Yeah.
I'm never going to work again. That kind of thing. I haven't made the right decision. But that's the thing I would say to people is just be patient.
Yeah.
Because those jobs will come.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing your self-tapes. Keep doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
But just know that there is a plan.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
It'll all work out.
Yeah, don't give up and panic.
I think there'll be loads of creatives, whether they're a stage actor who wants to get into film, or someone who writes like pop music who wants to get into movie composition, who's been in their corner of the arts for a long time and wants to break out and do different creative stuff. And that's a beautiful message that, it'll all work out. It might be scary. Those voices are going to come like, oh God, I've made a mistake, but you haven't, because it's hard to do the same thing over and over. We're creative people, right? So once you've lost the creative joy of something, it's hard to continue that path, I think. Yeah.
Like the whole point, for me personally, of being or trying to be winging it, be an actress, is to, it's like I feel like a kid getting to dress up in wigs and costumes and putting on accents, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Pretending to be other people. I don't want to take it too seriously. Like, you'll never see me in an interview saying things like, nothing against anyone who's like this, but things like, and I just feel like the character was in a really tough place. And, like, no, just get on with it.
Yeah,
That's how I feel anyway. Just get on with it and do your job and go home.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get into it. But for me, there's no like, I don't know. I'm just not very, maybe I'm not supposed to be in this industry.
Give over.
Sometimes I think that though. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm too What's the word? What's the word am I looking for?
I'm struggling for the word as
Oh,
well.
no.
I think it's the tear stick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all I can think about. My eyes. No, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think there are two kinds of actors. I think there's people who, who might be playing a homeless person and they'll go and sleep under Waterloo Bridge for a couple of months, or the equivalent. They'll
I don't mind the method stuff.
Yeah.
But
and then there's people who I've said this before, I think, on this podcast, so I'm already repeating myself. But I think Sir Laurence Olivier someone said, "Oh, what's your style of acting, Sir Laurence?" He said, "I learn my lines and don't bump into the furniture."
Perfect.
And that's fine.
That's
it's the performance that matters. It's not how you got there. The audience don't care how you got there.
No.
As long as it's honest and beautiful, and you can get there in loads of different ways, and they're all as legitimate as.
Actually, that's the other thing I wanted to say was that as a woman, I mean, especially from being young and growing up in a show like that, but even if you are young and you're going for a job or you're in a job or whatever, forget about what you look like.
Yeah.
I found that really hard.
Yeah.
When I was young, like you kind of did this on screen a lot. Like the pout and always made sure like I didn't want to do the ugly crying.
Yeah.
I was very self-aware. I think when you get rid of that, it's so great.
Yeah.
It feels so freeing. I do not care if there's snot hanging out my nose and I'm crying as long as it's honest. I don't care. I mean, the director might care. He might be like, you've got a bit of, someone throws in a tissue at me. I'm like, oh, sorry. But that's what it's about, is being real and honest. And I don't know. I just think it's so important.
Yeah, I agree. And that it takes a while to get, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And like we were saying before, who you are outside of set or the stage or whoever is 99% of who you are, and you bring that person in with you. So if that person is like we all are, especially in our teens and 20s and stuff, riddled with insecurity and all that stuff, that person who's riddled with fears and insecurity will be in front of the camera too. That doesn't go away.
That's
and that will manifest in loads of different ways, and some of that ways might be the pout. And look at that, it's miles better than my pout.
Give us a pout. Oh, hello.
Look at that, he knows his camera as well. Look at that, he's an old pro, it's an old show pony. So when did you start doing all the social media stuff? And do you think, is that just an option amongst many, or do you think in the modern day industry, do you think that's necessary?
So when I started at 16, I wasn't really on social media at all.
Yeah.
I think there was was it MySpace?
MySpace back. Oh, crikey, we're showing our age now.
I know, MySpace, and I had a BlackBerry with the tiny buttons, which I didn't even like.
Yeah.
But everyone
BBM.
had ones. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
BBM.
come on.
My God. And Facebook, I never used. I still don't. And it wasn't really the thing. It was like you audition, you go there.
Yeah.
And you're with people, and you get that nervous energy, and you think, oh, I don't know if I got it. I think they like me. All of that,
Yeah.
And I do miss that. That real
connection in the room, and
yeah. And now it's self-tapes, which is easier, more convenient.
Yeah.
But you don't get the same connection, I don't think.
Yeah.
And it gives you more time to criticize yourself. And go, no, I don't like that one, and do it again. You've got 100 100,000 self-tapes. But also, social media is what it's all about now.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, I think it's worth being part of it.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it as well?
I do, personally. I'm always on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. And I'm always on Instagram.
Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of learning just to be myself, because nobody's really seen that. I've always been Whitney.
Yeah.
And I'm not like her at all, and I don't think I am. But I just trying to be myself.
In that way, social media must give you such a like lovely opportunity to show people who you are rather than the character they might have
Exactly.
known for not too far shy of 20 years or whatever.
Yeah, because when you're in a show like EastEnders, you
Yeah.
can't do anything else,
Yeah.
you know, contractually, and you can't post certain things.
hmm
And it's kind of all about your character in the show.
hmm
So, yeah.
Over the last year and a bit that you've been out of Albert Square, what have your favourite experiences been that you've done so far?
222,
Yeah,
A Ghost Story. I did that play in Dublin.
that's so cool.
It's so good. And my family are Irish, so my family were over there.
Yeah.
So that was nice to actually see that side of the family.
What was it like being on stage for like a big theatre for the first time ever, maybe?
I did a bit of musical, not anything professional in the
Yeah.
West End, but I did what they call amateur theatre for 6 years when I was growing up, which I loved.
Yeah.
It was to raise money for Parkinson's disease, and my auntie had Parkinson's at the time, and it
Sorry
was
to hear that.
yeah, it was great. It was great, and loved it. So 222 was the first time that I was on stage doing a live performance.
Yeah.
That was scary because you can't go again. If you make a mistake or forget a line,
Yeah.
the audience are like staring at you. And I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really did. It was scary actually from the audience. Because one night I watched the rehearsal with an understudy to see the special effects and stuff because it's a horror. It was really good. I loved it. I loved being part of it. And everyone was a team backstage, which I loved. It's about finding those little relationships on each job. It was lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did it with Laura Whitmore, Colin O'Donoghue, and Jay McGuinness.
What a cool cast.
So cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So cool. Jay's lovely. Yeah, we were inseparable. We were did pranks. Eventually, when you get comfortable with the script and you get comfortable in the run, you start
winding people up.
Yeah, which is the best. Loved it.
So looking forward, what are you looking forward to most about the next stage of your career? Is it one medium in particular, like film or stage, or is it the fact that you can do anything and everything now? It's all sort of open.
So I am in the studio doing music. Music has always been my passion, since I was little. Singing in the mirror with a hairbrush.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it. Always sang. Can't shut me up at all. When I was on set in EastEnders, constantly singing in between takes and things, and people were like, "Oh, she's singing away. Shut up." So I'm doing that. I've written music that I've had for years.
Mate,
yeah,
that's so cool.
I know. So I've revisited that, and just getting ready to release some stuff. So that's
like a full studio album.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah,
that's so cool. When's that going to be released?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Soon.
Keep an eye out for it.
Yes, and an ear.
and an ear.
So there's that, and obviously doing the 222. I did Betty Page, which was really empowering as a woman.
Yeah,
because it's all about that kind of first pin up in the 1940s, 50s.
Yeah. That was the lyric on Shaftesbury Avenue.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was great, actually. I really enjoyed that. And all the costumes and stuff. I felt really empowered and sexy. I felt really sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was nice. It was great.
It must be nice being able to, because through different characters you get to explore different parts of yourself, don't you? I think that's kind of why we love acting so much.
Exactly.
And there's a real beauty to being able to play one character for a long time, because it allows you, depth and different storylines that mean so much to different people. But there's also a great beauty and freedom in being able to put loads of different masks on. So that must be really exciting.
And even accents.
Yeah.
For Betty, I had to do a Nashville accent.
Wow.
I was like, oh, It's so fun. I loved it. Yeah, I was like, "Hi, I'm Betty Page."
Get out of my
I loved
pub.
it. Yeah, get out of my pub, bitch. I loved it.
You ain't my mother.
Yes, I am. It was so fun. I loved it. So it's just kind of, for me, it's doing anything
And
and
everything.
everything and being able to say yes to things and being able to say no.
Yeah.
It's very different for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a jobbing actress now. And
Takes
I
a
love
lot,
it.
takes a lot of courage, but it must be
Yeah, it does.
great. So the music, have you been sat on that for a while, or is it all new, or a mix of both?
Music's been there since I was so young.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do it, so I can now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it sounding? Is it sounding good?
I think
Yeah.
I think so.
I bet it is.
I think so.
So we are coming to the end of today's podcast.
No.
First of all, you've been such a legend.
Oh, thanks,
It's been
mate.
so nice to sit and have a
Thank you. So
a
have
natter
you.
and a laugh with you. I'm going to end on one final question, if that's all
Go
right.
for it.
Is there any topic or theme that is important to you or close to your heart that you didn't get to explore as Whitney that you would
Ooh.
like to be able to explore through one of her storylines if you could go back and do it?
Yeah, I'd say something personal would be anxiety
Yeah.
and how it can stop you in your tracks in life, and it can be controlled and then it comes back. Things can trigger it.
Yeah.
Yeah, anxiety for me has been there constantly, and it's stopped me from doing so many things, so many opportunities as well.
And at the time, you think, oh, this is just me. This is going to be me for life. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
It's going to cripple me forever. And it's not the case. It does get better if you like.
Yeah, like I think the first time, and if you want to have a laugh, look it up. There was an interview I did for, I think it was This Morning or one of those. I think it was This Morning. Anyway,
One of them.
I was young, and I felt this real nervous energy because it was live, and they're doing that thing that they do. They go 5, 4, 3, 2, and you go, yep, act natural,
Yeah.
which I hated. And I just went into like trauma mode and I just did this. And I just sat there and I looked really casual and arrogant. But if you if you want to have a laugh, watch it. I'm literally petrified. And I had to invite Ricky Norwood, who played Fat Boy, onto the sofa with me because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And people were talking, Ruth and Eamon were talking at me, and I couldn't even hear what they were saying. It was just like white noise. I thought, what's happening to me? My hands were sweating. I just felt my heart going, and I thought, this isn't me. I'm going to faint. It's the worst fear.
Yeah.
And that was the first time. And then it kept happening to me. And then it would be in social situations and things like that. And my hands would sweat, and I'd have to like go, oh, I'm just going to take a phone call just to get out.
Yeah.
Really overwhelming, really horrible. And it started to get better with talking to people.
Yeah.
And going, oh my God, that happens to me.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, does it? I went to the doctor and I said, I'm scared all the time.
Yeah.
I'm either in the wrong industry and can't hack it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought. Or something's going on. And they said that's anxiety.
Yeah.
I always had this like impending doom. That's how it felt, or I'm going to fail. It was horrible. And it would keep me up at night and things like that. And now I'm so much better. I'm starting to say yes to everything.
Yeah. That's so amazing.
Like, I cannot imagine saying yes to this, sitting here with you when I was 17, 18, 19, even into my 20s.
Yeah.
I'd just been like, no, I can't. I haven't washed my hair.
Yeah.
I'm just any excuse to not have this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I've come a long way with the anxiety. It means a lot to me, and I still suffer with it, but it's okay.
It gets like really dialed down, doesn't it, rather than disappearing completely.
Yeah,
I think
that's right. Yeah.
like a little radio.
Yeah.
You can turn it down.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our listeners and viewers would have had really similar experiences, and that's the most comforting, freeing thing in the world, is to hear someone else who's maybe a bit further along down the road than you are at the moment articulate things and talk openly and honestly about things that you might struggle to at the moment, because then that gives you the courage and the license and the freedom to be able to like go, oh my God, I'm not an alien. I
Yeah,
can like,
exactly.
there's someone else who's going through what I am. It's kind of normal. Oh, and that starts that process.
It's mad. Like when I think about how many things I turned down and how many friends and family occasions I didn't go to because I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't breathe normally. Weird.
Well, courage, I think, wouldn't exist without fear. Because if fear didn't exist, you wouldn't need to be brave.
That's right.
So it takes a lot of courage to get over something like that. So you're a legend, mate. And I think that's a lovely way to finish today's pod. Shona McGarty, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you fancied it, give us a follow. Lots of love, and we'll see you on the next one.